Hi everybody, and welcome to my course on getting your firearm rights back in California. This course has been designed as a complete system to help you restore your constitutional rights to own a firearm, which may have been taken away by the state or federal government. In the introductory part of this course, we're going to go over some general housekeeping stuff, and then we're going to move on to a general overview of each of the modules and lessons contained in this course. It's important to pay close attention to this introductory section because I'm going to give you information on how to best use the resources and tools and make it so this system can work for you. It's very important to me that this course provides as much helpful information, tools, and resources for you to successfully regain your constitutional rights that every American should have. Now for the housekeeping stuff. This is probably the most boring part of the entire course, but it's also very important. It's important because you need to understand our relationship. You need to understand that by taking this course, you're not one of my clients. It does not form an attorney-client relationship by taking this course. I am a licensed attorney in California, and I do help people in restoring their firearm rights all the time. But here, you're taking a course that I'm acting as an instructor in. I am not giving legal advice in this course. I'm providing information that is to be used for informational purposes only. Again, it's important for you to understand that by taking this course, you're a student, not a client, and I'm here to teach you to learn like a lawyer and act as your own lawyer in restoring your constitutional rights to own a firearm. Now let me take a moment to introduce myself. My name is Sam Eastman, and I'm a California criminal attorney that focuses on post-conviction remedies like expungements and record sealing, and also restoration of firearm rights. I've been practicing law for about 10 years, and I'm licensed in California, Texas, and Oregon. As I just explained in the last slide, my role in this course is to act as your instructor, your biggest fan, and your coach as you use this system to restore your constitutional rights. As we go through this course, I'm going to share all the tips and tricks that I've learned over the years in representing countless clients in restoring their constitutional rights to own firearms. I've put a lot of time and energy into developing this course. It's my sincere hope that you take everything that I teach you and then use that information to successfully restore your right to own a firearm, a right that is guaranteed by the Second Amendment of the Constitution. In my opinion, it's essential for our fellow Americans to have their constitutionally protected rights to bear arms. This belief in the Constitution is a major reason why I've spent so much time developing this course. With that housekeeping out of the way, I'd now like to congratulate you for beginning a journey to restore your constitutionally protected rights to own a firearm. They may have been taken away by the state or they may have been taken away by the federal government, but I'm going to do whatever I can to provide the resources and information for you to restore those rights. We're not going to go too far into the law right now, but a lot of this course is going to focus on felony reductions under Penal Code 17B. With that said, there are other ways to restore your firearm rights. We're going to go over each of these. It should also be noted that there are many ways to get rid of a criminal record in California that do not restore your firearm rights. Things like record sealing or resentencing under Prop 47 may help get rid of your criminal record, but they're not going to restore your firearm rights. While these type of things might not help restore your firearm rights, they are often very helpful in dealing with a criminal record. If you would like more information on other types of criminal record removal services that do not restore your firearm rights, but may provide more help with the actual criminal record, please contact me at questions@learnlikealawyer.com or one of the other ways I've provided you with contacting me. Okay, so now let's talk about this course. This course is divided up into 3 different modules. Each module has 3 lessons. It's important that you go through these modules and lessons in order. That's the way they're designed to work, and that's how you'll get the most benefit out of this course. Now, as you begin this course, I'd like to wish you good luck and make sure that you understand that I really do care about protecting your constitutional rights to bear arms. I've put a lot of work into this course, and I've tried to make myself as available as possible because I really do want you to succeed in restoring your right to own a firearm. Now let's talk quickly about the different modules and lessons in this course. We're going to go through these modules pretty quickly on this slide because we're going to go over them again in a little more detail in the slides to come in this introductory section. In Module 1, it's all about getting what you need to begin. It's about requesting your records, making sure that you have all the records you need, and then using those records to make sure that you're eligible to restore your firearm rights. As we move into Module 2, the focus shifts much more into the legal process. We're going to go over state and federal firearm laws and how they work with background check systems. Then, we're also going to make sure that you understand why your firearm rights were taken in the first place. After figuring that stuff out, we're going to take the information that we got in Module 1 and we're going to draft the legal documents required to restore your firearm rights. After drafting those documents, we're going to file them, and I'm going to show you some tips and tricks to make your chances of success as high as possible. As we move into the final module, the focus is going to shift to obtaining and enforcing your court order. The first lesson in Module 3 is going to be all about preparing for, scheduling, and attending your court hearing. Then we're going to talk about obtaining your court order and enforcing it. And then finally, in the last lesson of the course, we're going to go over some tips and tricks and additional resources that should help you out in succeeding in restoring your Second Amendment rights to own a firearm. It's important that you understand the resources and tools that are included with this course. It's obvious that there are plenty of course videos. You're watching one right now. And the course videos really are the central part of the course. With that said, the written materials that accompany these course videos, including the course book, worksheets, and various checklists, are also very helpful in successfully moving through this system. Make sure that you use these written resources along with the course videos as you move through the system to get the best results. One of the most important resources included with the system are the professionally drafted forms. These forms and the instructions that come with them make drafting the legal documents required to restore your firearm rights far easier, and I highly suggest that you use them in restoring your firearm rights. Last but not least, there's also a private support group that is an excellent resource for when you get stuck. When you registered for this course, you're granted access to a private Facebook group. This is a great way to communicate with our staff and other people in the same or similar situations to get additional support and answers to your questions. I highly suggest you make full use of this private support group. There are many other tools and resources included with the system, but these are the main things to pay attention to. And I highly suggest that you use each and every one of them as you progress through your journey to restore your constitutional right to bear arms. In this introductory section, we're not going to spend too much time on understanding the actual legal process to get your firearm rights back. But I did want to just quickly show you the general process. And it kind of follows the way the modules are organized. The first step in the legal process is obtaining complete criminal records. Without complete records, you can't proceed throughout the rest of the process. So this first step is incredibly important. After you have your complete criminal records, drafting and filing your legal documents with the courts is the next step. After that, it's all about obtaining and properly enforcing your court order. We're going to go into detail in each and every one of these legal steps in the modules to come, but I just wanted to give you a quick overview of the actual legal process that will be used to restore your firearm rights. Now let's talk in a little bit more depth about each module. In the first module, it's all about getting your records and ensuring eligibility. In lesson 1, we're going to spend quite a bit of time learning how to obtain complete, accurate records. And then in lesson 2, we're going to confirm that those criminal records are complete and have enough information to draft the legal documents that we'll be going over in module 2. In lesson 3, we're going to go over basic eligibility to make sure that you're eligible to restore your firearm rights and also that you choose the right method in doing so. As we move into module 2, we're going to shift our focus to the legal process, the actual nuts and bolts of how you legally restore your firearm rights. In lesson 1 of module 2, we're going to spend some time understanding state and federal laws and how they work with background checks. We're going to make sure that we understand how these background check systems work so that you can pass a background check and obtain a firearm. We're going to spend time understanding these background check systems because the goal of all of this is likely so that you have your firearm rights, it can actually pass a background check and get a gun. As we move to lesson 2, we're going to take the information that we got in module 1 and put that information into the correct template document. We will then take those legal documents and in lesson 3, file them with the correct criminal justice agencies to start the legal process of restoring your firearm rights. As you get into module 3, it's all about getting your court order and then getting your guns back. This is where it all comes together. In lesson 1, we're going to talk about scheduling, preparing, and attending court hearings and giving you guys the information that you need to succeed. In lesson 2, we're going to talk about obtaining and enforcing your court order. And in the final lesson of this course, we're going to go over tips and tricks and additional resources so that you have the best chance of succeeding. I'm going to provide you with as many additional resources as possible to help you in your journey to restore your constitutional rights. I will do whatever I can to keep you on target and focused on completing this process. Unless you do something about it, you'll never have your constitutional right to bear arms back again. At the end of each lesson, there's going to be a target and key takeaway on a slide like this to keep you accountable and focused and moving through the process to restore your firearm rights. I hope that introduction wasn't too long and boring. I'm really excited about starting the actual substance of this course. So with that, let's move on to the stuff that matters and let's start talking about how you're going to restore your constitutional right to bear arms.